World, how y'all doing today? Welcome to the I'm okay podcast where things are always beyond okay, but we just like to pretend they're okay. I hope y'all having a great day. I hope y'all doing amazing. It is a great day in this world. As you can see, I got my presidential setup behind me in honor of the election going on. The election, help me out, Sam. What's the word I'm looking for? The
The
interviews or the
debate, no, the debate.
debates. The
Yeah, there you go,
debates.
debates.
The debates. I had to debate the
Brain
debate, the
fart.
reason of what the debate was, if that makes any sense, and it doesn't.
Ah,
Okay, so Sam, how you doing today?
good. How are you, Fucius?
Excellent, man.
My,
Excellent.
good.
We got some great topics today. Some that you're gonna love to check out and stick around with us for. We got some things about women. Okay, we're gonna talk about green and red flags in relationships and dating tips, what to do, what not to do. Then we're gonna talk a little bit about some card games, and then we got the Fuchsia's Hour as always, and a little surprise for you later on in the show.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So let's get it kicked off here. Let's go with talk about our first topic, which is women and men too. I guess you could say in relationships is more so the topic. What are some green flags for you when it comes to being in a relationship and learning somebody in a relationship?
Well, I do want to start off because I'm kind of a comic that I am colorblind. So all the points that I will give right here might be a little bit green or red flaggy, but because that's what I want to start off with saying too, is that I think everybody's different. Everybody can take so like I'll give you examples of like a green flag to me is if like I believe that chivalry isn't dead, or that if the woman is like able to be if you're able to like match energies well, that's definitely a green flag. If they offer to
Mhm.
like, because I was born and raised to be, like that's a society thing too. Like that's just how I grew up. Is that I was born and raised to be open the door, pay for the date. But now I've learned a lot of things. Like I think another green flag would be like if they even offer to pay, but then or if they insist, then you should let them. But if and just I mean, because yeah, it could be just the little things that count and matter. Like for instance, too, another example of a green flag that I hope my girlfriend that I'm going to do today, surprise her from work when she gets home, is she loves turtles, and I went to and she loves Hobby Lobby, and I went and got and found a. She's also a plant mom, and so I was watering her plants and getting a new water sprayer, and I found this little turtle, and she loves turtles, and it's a little like marble stone turtle, and she loves them too, and so I think that that'll like be a good point winning system or thing. But that's
Yeah,
another thing
and
too
that's a
is
green
don't
flag on your side.
yeah, yeah, but definitely like a red flag would be to not do, try not to do the whole points or winning systems over, and like don't hold things over people's heads or grudges. Like if you're in an argument, try and find a way to, because that's something I've learned too in relationships and with girls and with guys and everything, is you guys need to talk about it. I kind of have this mentality of like it is 2024, so it's different. You should start out by just um labeling your traumas. Like some traumas can be red flaggy, but like and like for instance too, like I could say that my girlfriend is a little clingy or needy, but then again, like that has a negative connotation to it. And to me, that's not a red flag. I love that attention that or that it gets us to be close, I think.
Yeah,
But to
and
some that
she,
might be a red flag. So maybe I'm colorblind, like say, or I don't, but
Mhm.
just but and I guess yeah, I don't know. That's kind of a little bit of something maybe to a couple minutes there. What do you think too, Fuchsius? Yeah,
I, I love what you said. I think you're on point with all of it. I'm gonna kind of steal one of your things and pinpoint it. Doing little
sure.
things. Little things are the biggest thing. If you got somebody doing little things for you, just like you were talking about, that right there is a huge green flag that says this is the right person for me, at least in the moment, if not for the rest of your life. So I'm a huge little things guy, whether that be hand holding,
Oh
remembering
yeah.
something about the person, doing a small favor, something that they love. Those types of little things are everything in my book. And without them, it's you have nothing, in my opinion.
Yeah. No, true. Another thing that if I may step in again for a second too, is something that I heard is, um, you should always hug for at least 8 seconds, or try and be the person to not let go first. Because after 8 seconds with a hug, this is something kind of interesting that I've learned. Like I say, it's a fact. Is you can fact check me and whatever if you want. But is after 8 seconds, you get that dopamine hit. You can get a serotonin. It actually gives you the chemical drug of that, like love, that connection. So it's pretty kind of cool.
That's an
In
awesome
fact,
tip. See, I love having you
yeah,
on the show for things like that. That's phenomenal.
random fact. Yeah, hey, you bet.
Phenomenal little fact. I love it. I love it,
Yeah,
Sam. That's
yeah,
excellent.
yeah.
Okay. Um, so I could also elaborate a little bit, and like holding hands is obviously green flag, but I think you guys got the thing. The little things is what I wanted to pinpoint on that. So let's move on to red flags. What do you got for red flags, Sam, on this topic?
So obviously, like, there's maybe some good. So one that I can think of right off the top of the head is if they do not respect your boundaries. If they keep stepping on your toes, if they keep canceling dates and plans with you,
Huge red flag.
um, oh yeah, like if there's shadiness with, like if they're like 1 day and 1 minute, or a couple, like if they talk and take, uh, like seem so interested in you for even maybe just an hour, and then if they just ghost you for a minute too, or for like, then
Yeah,
they
or a
ghost
day
you for
or
so long.
something.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, what? And they don't explain it, or if they don't come back with it. Like, I get that some
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
existent there are emergencies, and there are like, or they're at work, and maybe you're not that far into the relationship yet to where you can. So like, don't like jump to a conclusion, or don't judge them, or don't base like right away, because that's a red flag I think too. Is if you're like, if you're already like arguing in your first couple days of even be like, it's not going to probably work out. It is a bad relationship. It might be.
Well
So,
said. Well
um,
said.
yeah, there would be some things that sure right there. To me, I guess, like I say, a red flag too would be, if they don't offer to pay for things, if they try to take advantage, if they seem like a free loafer. I mean, don't I see? Okay, so like, if I may, if like, so I was in a relationship with a girl that I proposed to, and we were engaged for 2 years. We were together for 8, and she and I, the reason why we didn't work out though, is because she just started shutting down. And I noticed that as a red flag, because like, she used to help with the animals, she used to help with cooking and cleaning and all this and that. And I get it. She's a hard worker. She was doing her job, she's being a wife to be, so she was working on, the wedding plans, yada yada. And she exercised and etc. But then it's just like, she wouldn't. So a tip here that I would say, a red flag that I would say is happening, is I would give her, um, hey, you should see this therapist. Hey, I will go with you. You should see this doctor. You should do this. Help yourself out. But she wouldn't take it and wouldn't do it. So if somebody like that is just kind of, they won't take your help, there are people like that, then it's kind of it might unfortunately be, because I could say that I loved her, but, um, even with me pouring my whole heart out like that and doing that with her, if she still didn't if people don't take it then too, then go ahead and move on.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. And it's ironic because that comes back to the little things.
Yeah.
It's just like you're saying, and I love that you're breaking it down for us because those little
Sure.
things are everything. And once you stop doing just little things, it's kind of like, okay, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Like
It was
that's
it just
that's a huge red flag.
didn't add up. Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah, because that's the thing. I thought, hey, once we get married, maybe things will change and be different. But it just, the hype. Like, for instance, like, that's the thing, is that's what I found out. So a word that I've learned, that I, through therapy and everything too, is, try not to look for narcissists if you're a people pleaser, or if you're a, like, that's a thing too. Is you definitely have to like try and find your, like, I do believe that sometimes opposites attract, but like, you should also definitely have a lot in common with somebody,
I think
and be,
like a self love is kind of what you're after, or
and maybe that too.
self
Yeah,
toughness. It's not the right
it's,
word,
yeah.
but
You and I, yeah,
self respect. You should have some self respect.
dignity.
Dignity. Thank you.
That's, yeah. We
Dignity.
got this. We'll get there.
We did it.
Yes, high five virtually. Yeah,
Boom. Dignity for
we
the
got
win.
this for the win.
I
But
hope it didn't make you lose your train of thought.
oh shoot, yeah, I totally forgot where we were.
You're talking about
Okay.
therapy.
Yeah, but which shout out to like my therapist, and that that's kind of a rant. Maybe that could be a whole session or topic too for a second. It's like I definitely recommend it if you're in a hard place and you can't afford, or like if you have insurance and stuff too. It's been a life changing. It's a helpful event.
I
It
believe
gets
it.
you through a lot of depression. It gets you through a lot of everything. So
I believe the heck
definitely
out of
take your
them.
medicine. Drink some water. Hydrate this flesh prison of yours. Keep yourself. Keep going. Keep a lot. Yeah, being positive. Go. Uh, be perseverant. It's good. Some
I
positive
love it,
vibes.
Sam.
Try and shoot
I
that out
love
there.
it. I love
Yeah.
it. All right, so let's jump
Um.
on to our next
It's
topic, which
yeah.
is I'm gonna go a little out of order here.
Sure.
Tips. Now I want to lead the way on this one because I
Please
got a
do.
really great one. And my first tip is to be yourself or your best self. So to me, by being yourself, you're gonna attract the right kind of person, and you won't have that problem down the road of once she gets to know you or he gets to know you, that oh my god, who the heck is this person? This is not who I first started talking to.
Yeah.
That right there can and will destroy a relationship. So the best thing is to be yourself. Obviously, if you have like a negative side to yourself, I would advise strongly to try to work through that. Like Sam said, either through therapy or friends or family or self awareness and self improvement. Um, I would say try to focus on destroying those habits and be your best version of yourself because then you're gonna attract a better mate too. Because I hate to say this, I see so many beautiful girls that have poor characteristic traits and they're dating terrible guys because of this. And they're always wondering why they're getting abused or things are going wrong and why this and that and he doesn't do this for me, he doesn't do
It's
that for me.
sad.
It's because they're putting up with it. Because they're putting up with it because of some character flaws. Now that's not to say every woman has character flaws going through that, but I see it often enough where I think it should be mentioned. So how about yourself, Sam? What do you got for tips?
Gosh, wow, you nailed that head on. That was amazing. First off, to say, yeah, for sure. Again, yeah, a thousand high fives, D or whatever. Yeah,
Let's get the
keep
thumbs up
going.
too, because
We can
you
get
yours got yours popping in the screen. I want mine to pop up on the
yup,
screen somehow.
yup.
Thank
There you
you,
go.
though.
Yeah. Uh, gosh, gosh, I could go off. I mean, you kind of stole the show with that for sure. That was one of them for sure. Tips. Is yeah, oh, that's what I was going to say too. So I using myself as an example too even is so I probably a year or two ago used to be so self-sabotaging. I used to hang out with friends that were down and yada yada, right? But that's what, like,
Mm-hmm.
to go off of what Fuchsia said, Mike said too, and like
Fuses
and
is cool.
okay, yeah, I'll go. Yeah, is if you so this is the mentality that I love being in, and it does work. Like I will 100% back this up, and it's scientifically everything. I because like I say,
Love it.
I've been in the dumps, and now I'm actually probably in a middle state because what I'm doing and what you should do too, tip wise, is if you start seeking for something, you will find it. You will get it. Like yes, that is a saying. That is like put that in this video. No, yeah, yes. Because like honestly, so like for instance, like even example right now, like I could think of an example right now too. Is so I was interested in looking for houses, right? And there were no houses around me for sale or anything, right? But then
Right.
given like 2 days, guess what I saw every day in a row? I'd see signs pop up like snap, snap, this, that, and I just see it. It's like your brain focuses
Yeah.
on what you think of and what you talk about.
Yeah, it
It
really
brings
does.
into yeah, your life will change. It can yeah. Not to be preachy, not to be trying. I don't know. We're trying to. I'm trying, but it's true. It's great. It's cool. It's. I didn't think it at the long. Like I still don't always believe it and don't think about it. But here it is too with the whole thing of like finding a great girl that I'm with now. And it's so yeah. I mean, it's just that's definitely something that I would highlight and say is a top thing to do as a tip is search, do and yeah, be yourself. If there is some negative stuff, like you could lay that trauma out a little bit to see if they will still stick with you, because obviously,
Yeah.
like you don't want to be with a partner that like say that this is another thing I've learned too is that there are not so there's love languages, of course, right? Touch and
Yes.
quality time. You should
Yes.
always get that out and let people know that too. See, that's a thing that I was afraid of is I didn't want to say all that because I thought it was being like needy, or I thought that was being or that was a attention seek, or that was something that you just shouldn't do or you weren't supposed to do because it was too much to put pressure on your partner for. But honestly, like, so my girlfriend and I now, like, we now know each other's argument and love languages. So, and then it's easy to and communication is key. That is
I
honestly,
was gonna say that for a pro tip.
yes,
Communication and green
yes,
flag.
yes. Because honestly, like, that's something that I'm still trying to unlearn. This is an old blueprint that Fucius and I were talking about before the show here. Again, going back to my colorblind joke, is that my girlfriend now and I, another red flag would be, so it's not a red flag in my relationship right now, but that's like I say, it could be to you guys, it could be, and it's not to me though. Is we talk about our exes because we don't want to do something that the ex did to cause our relationship to end.
I think it's a green flag. I think it's a
Yeah,
green flag. And now if they keep like obsessing about their ex,
if they,
then that's a red flag. But if they
yeah,
can naturally talk about their ex like it's just what happened, like without emotion, well, attachment, it's a huge green flag.
boom, yep. You said thank you. See, you and I get along, so you can finish my sentence. We're just we're on the
We're
same
on
page.
fire, baby. We're on
We are
fire.
good. Let's keep getting those thumbs. Let's keep getting these likes. Yeah.
I don't know how you're doing it on your screen. I
I don't know
still
how to do
haven't
it.
got
Yeah,
it to
I
work on
know.
my screen.
Come on,
This
we
is
got to give him
frustrating.
love too.
Are you
I know.
using an iPhone? Is that why?
I am. I
Yeah,
am
that's
using the.
probably why it's not working for me.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Ah. Yeah.
It's funny. It's
Yeah.
funny. Okay,
Oh,
so
but
I want to change the subject for a second, but keep it
sure.
fairly similar.
Proceed. Yeah.
What do you got for to dos and to not to dos? And you can elaborate on either one or just kind of run through both, whatever you're feeling.
Sure. I'll do probably both. I'm good at doing both. I'm a ranter. I'm a rambler. So whatever comes to mind, I
That's
just
a red
spit it out
flag.
to
No, I'm
my.
just kidding.
That's
I'm
a
just
yeah.
kidding. I'm just kidding, bro.
It's okay.
What not to do? No,
No.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
kidding. No, you
Yeah.
just enjoy good conversation,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
You're a
Yeah.
good talker.
Yeah. Yeah. I could be a blabbermouth. Okay. But
So what do
no.
you got? What do you got for the
So
to
what I
dos
got?
and the to not to dos?
Yes. So to dos would be like so what I'm planning on doing too, for instance, is so right now one of my hobbies is cooking and cleaning and baking and like I love doing so what I've been doing going back to the little things too is before the show and after the show a little bit too, I'm tidying up my girlfriend's house. I'm gonna probably cook something for her when she gets home for dinner. I'm gonna make some.
Hmm.
That's all green flags,
Hmm.
but that's two
Yeah,
do's. Like that's her love language, and then also like it's kind of great that it's both
that's
our love
true.
languages, but it's definitely hers more. Is she likes to play? So I've taught her a couple card games, and she loves to play chess. She loves to play
Awesome.
video games, yada yada, right? And sometimes I like playing those games over and over again. Like sometimes I do like the repetition, right? Well, other times I'm like, I just do it for her. And that's what you need to do too, is if you really love somebody, like say she went, so the last time I saw her was last weekend, and she wanted to play Scrabble like 5 times in a row. And after 3 times, I was like, can we do something else? But then I was like, you know what? She's loving it. It's good for our language. We were having fun. We were really. It's a great bonding experience. It was just fun. It's
Yeah,
good. So
you're
like
self sacrificing
to
your priorities for hers, and
yes, it's to an
a
extent.
small yet large extent.
Yes. So that's kind of a to do, but it's also a not to do. So definitely so a not to do is to sell your soul and be not yourself to your person. to your significant
Well, I
other.
love this guy. He knows everything to
You got
say.
you got to be independent, but you can also sometimes be codependent. You got to um you got to focus on yourself first. You can't love your significant other if you don't love yourself.
Very well said.
Um,
Very true.
Thank you. Yeah. Which is something I'm still working on, something that I have to learn and admit I'm not good at, and I'm not doing like that is maybe red flag too. Another going back for a tip or tip two of not to do is maybe don't because like I get that. So sorry, here I am going back and forth. Like I say,
Well, maybe don't what?
tutor.
I'm really interested in what you're saying on that point.
Okay, so maybe don't bring up your bad things and traumas and whatever right away. Like all top, like say
Yeah,
I
more
don't
of
know.
a
Let's say
natural
you
flow.
have yeah. Let's say you have um I don't know. Let's just even say this is an example that just came to my mind. It's and to me, it's not a red flag. But let's say you have a high body count, right?
Yeah, yeah. I might.
We know what we mean. Sorry, I'm trying to keep it PG, but let's okay. That's the
I
example that came
might.
to me, right? Okay. So like that might be a red flag to some, that might not. So, but and anyway, so like with that example and with that saying is like maybe you don't
I
want to
could
lead
argue
that
with
off
that.
in the relationship because maybe that'll steer them away. But then again, if you do lead with that and they do go away, then it's not meant to be. It wasn't good. That's
True,
fine. You can move on. You can still be. You're still strong. You're still good. Don't let it affect you.
true.
Um,
Can I touch on
see,
something what
yeah,
you're
please
saying?
do. Yeah.
Um, so for me, like honestly, I got some good numbers, but also those are bad numbers because I've learned that that's not important. What's important is finding the one that I'm with all the time that I love, or most of the time, so to speak. That's what's most important. So I think, like you're saying, it
Amen.
could definitely be a red flag if that's what they're chasing and that's not what the woman's chasing. But if you've learned your lesson from it and you realize what your priorities are and your priorities align and can
Mm-hmm.
coexist, cohesive, then you got something.
Exactly. Yeah. I see. Thank you. You made it more concise and more into English. You made it words. Yeah. Yeah. I was just
I was
ranting.
wondering what language you were using, Sam.
It's Samglish. Sam English.
So,
Samglish.
that is clever. I love
Sometimes I
that.
even throw in my Spanish that I know. I'm doing some Italian right now, so I just throw it all in, sprinkle it like it's Salt Bay,
That's awesome. All right, we're
Yeah.
gonna jump to the
Okay.
next topic.
Yeah.
We'll keep this one pretty quick.
Yeah.
Uh,
The,
Best birthdays with girlfriends, your
yeah.
experience. It can be something that you've done or that she's done that was just like, wow, you loved it.
Yeah. So the example that comes straight to my mind is does every so Fuchs and I know about golden birthdays, and maybe now
Yeah.
this might be the first time you guys are hearing about it, but so a golden birthday is like April 24th is my birthday. So when I turned 24 on the April 24th, it was my golden birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously you can get the example, or you could do it for yourself there too. But what happened was, what made it so special and awesome and cool was I got home. I had to work on my birthday, but it was fun too because I got to uh, work through a celebration and stuff too. It was all fun and good and whatever. But then when I got home, it was a green flag of but she had dinner. She had she had plans. She had set up everything and did everything for me that night. It was just a me day. Like I got this, it was like she couldn't say no to anything. And also she got me this like golden balloon dog. It's like a gold. It was like a little statue thing, paperweight thing, and it was just kind of a cute, cool little thing that went a long way. That's what kept the relationship going. Is it would just be a surprise. Like every now and
Yeah.
then, a surprise is great. Yeah. So that was probably the best because she even did. Because that's the thing too is it was my favorite meal. It was steak, mashed potatoes. We had like some asparagus, and it was all like she made it on the grill, and she was doing she just and she cleaned up afterwards, and then she let me play video games, and then like we got to cuddle and sleep in bed together, of course, and everything that night, and just that it was great.
That's
So,
awesome. That's
what
awesome.
about anything with you?
Yeah, yeah.
It
Actually, there's one that's been standing out of my mind for 11 years now. Um, and so it was really awesome. So I was dating this girl, and I wake up. I got to spend the night at her house, and I wake up, and I go up to the stairs because it was in the basement, and and I go upstairs, and I see on the counter, she's like, "Happy birthday," and then she gave me like a soda, about 2 liter of soda, and I'm like, and some other stuff. But I remember looking at the soda, and I'm like, well, that's interesting.
That's not
Why'd you get the soda? Like, I'm not a huge
yeah.
soda guy. She's like, read the card, and then I read it. It's because she said it said because you're soda amazing.
The fun, yes, yes. She's
I
a
never
keeper.
forgot it. I still think it's the best thing ever. And she's told me, she's like, yeah, I did get it from Pinterest, but I was thinking about you. And I'm like, you know what? That I don't care because that
Oh,
was
it
so
counts.
thoughtful of you. And shout out to Pinterest for ideas for relationship ideas. I think that'll help both guys and girls out in the relationship if you ever look at Pinterest for stuff like that. But I just remember that to this day. It was still the most amazing thing I've ever heard. And every once in a while, like maybe once every 3 months, I'll be like, huh, so amazing.
Yeah, it just comes back up. Yeah, but
If I look at soda in the store or something, I'll just like, yep, soda amazing.
yeah,
So it stuck with me, man. It's clever. It's my kind of humor, and it was very
yeah,
thoughtful, and I love the heck out of her for that one.
yeah. So yeah, definitely. Like, I mean, I think this will be the last thing probably too, since we're getting close on time, and then I'll ask what's new, or we can do our surprise and stuff too. But
Yeah,
yeah, I think that's another green flag. Like, and a tip is find someone. So for me, I found someone. That's why I think she might be the one. Is she's still a kid at heart? She or anybody that can be that matches you in the ways of just being energetic. I mean, we're energetic, or we exercise, we do. Um, she's been teaching me tips to, like, with wrinkles and stuff. She's taught me all these, like, girly term, or using all this product and stuff, which, like, I jokingly can, and that's the thing too, is like, don't joke to where it's going to be hurtful, but like, definitely a thing is always flirt with them. Still
yeah,
still chase them like you tried to get them on day one.
yeah. I
It
love
helps.
that.
It's so, yeah. Yeah. So that's what I'm gonna end with that
You're
too.
keeping it alive and interesting, and that's
Yeah.
what it comes down to.
Never dull moment. Yeah.
Love those moments.
Oh yeah. So, with the last few minutes here, what's new with the Fuchsia Hour, man?
Thank you for asking. Now it's only been a week, so I don't have a ton, but I do have a new interview that I just recorded actually like 3 4 hours ago. It's going to come out in the next 2 3 weeks or so is the estimated date. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be real exciting. Also, I got a new song coming out with a lyrical video. That should come out in the next 2 3 weeks as well, if not a little sooner. So those are the two big things I got going on in the Fuchsia's Hour. Now I do want to say this: we have a surprise today. It is the Sam Hour. So Sam, what do you got going on?
So actually, I just want to kind of maybe brag or post out here a little bit. If you ever want to hear me sing, or I'm a musician a little bit myself, I want to try and promote it. I've been trying to kind of do a little bit. I appreciate Fuchsia's here getting me more confidence. I mean, this is very stage frightening, but
You're,
but we're
you're doing
making this.
amazing, bro.
I appreciate it. Thank you. It's giving me confidence and building up to, like, try and build a presence and want to become like Fuchsius himself too. Become
I love you, man.
yeah.
That's the ultimate
I'm
compliment.
yeah. I am jealous that I'm definitely, you are what's the word I'm looking for here, a idol, a uh, looking up to. So I appreciate it. But
Appreciate you.
every Thursday of the month, or every Tuesday of the third Tuesday of the month at Sweetwater is an open mic, and it's from 7 to X time. It's usually about 2 hours, and I'm gonna either be do comedy, playing my trumpet, or singing.
That's
That's
awesome.
what I think. Yeah. So, and I also have Facebook Live that I sometimes post me singing or doing something too, playing the piano. But that's the Sam Hour.
That's so cool. You gotta let me know about the Sweetwater thing. If I'm not working, I will make it out.
Sure,
Yeah, as
we'll do.
long as I'm free, and if I'm not free, I'll try to be free because I want to see
Okay.
this.
Thanks.
Definitely want
Cool.
to be
Yeah.
there. Yeah, yeah.
That.
Give me at least a couple hours in advance, and
Of
yeah,
course. Yeah.
that sounds awesome, bro. I'm real proud of you.
Thank you. Yeah.
That's amazing. That's some new stuff to me too. That you're into this, so I love that. Maybe we can
Yeah.
collab on something down the
Maybe we
road.
could. Yeah. Sure. Love it.
Very cool. Very
Yeah.
cool. I think this is the best episode ever that we've ever done on the
Yeah.
I'm
This is
Okay
awesome.
podcast.
And it's only
This
our
is
second episode.
phenomenal. Yes, I know. I'm not even saying it's the best in the season,
Yeah.
which it is. But I'm saying it might be the best I'm Okay podcast episode out yet.
Yeah.
But let us know what you think. Comment and subscribe into the link below. Anything else you want to say to the fans, Sam?
Just thank you for the thumbs up because now I can rub that in Fucius's face. No. And yeah.
No, I can't watch. I can't watch.
No, that's all I got.
All right, well, I just want to say thank y'all for checking it out. Y'all have an
Yep.
awesome day, and again, make sure you like and subscribe, and comment below. Y'all have a
Yep.
great day. We appreciate you. This is the I'm Okay podcast, and we are okay.